How's that, buddy?
Man, where's my drink? Where's my drink?
Raymond, how are you? Hi. And hello in the background.
Cheers to you, man. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers. Yes, we've just made a barbecue pineapple sour with Carl, and apparently it's a twist on the Trinidad sour from 2009 in New York, and it's mostly around Angostura bitters.
Man, I can imagine it's delicious. It's one of my favorite cocktails, the Trinidad sour.
Oh, very good. It's the discovery of 2021, I'd say. Well, it might be the discovery of July 2021. How's that?
I drink to that.
Cheers,
yeah,
mate.
So, yeah, so that cocktail, it's I'm certain that it's quite amazing with the inclusion of that grilled pineapple. So it's gonna bring that fruity yet a little smoky element in.
Great, it's lovely, and you get this sort of crema on the top from the pineapple as well. Apparently, you get this sort of creamy layer on the top. It's really
nice foam.
Smooth, yeah. You get the foam, and then you get all of the sort of bitter flavors as well there, and of course a little bit of rum in there too. By the sound.
There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Okay,
so we are here
Jack
with Shanna.
Jack's just joined. Sorry, Jack's just joined, so he might want to tune in and join us as well. Okay, so you might get a request, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me see, Jack. Jack, whenever you're ready, man. So I'm here as well with Shanna. Shanna's in the background. You would have met Shanna briefly yesterday. So she will be helping to put together some cocktails.
Okay, great. So first of all, just for everybody watching then, we've crossed over to Raymond and Shanna, and they're with Angostura bitters, and they're actually in Trinidad and Tobago, or just Trinidad, isn't it? Not Trinidad. How does that work?
Yeah, just Trinidad.
One? Just Trinidad. Okay. And you're not far from the factory where they make the Angostura bitters, so maybe we need a little bit of a history on the Angostura. Everybody was pretty pumped to hear more about it. We never realized it had such an amazing story.
So yeah, absolutely. So so the thing is that Angostura, or the distillery or the factory. Ooh,
how you doing?
How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Look, I've got some amazing jerk chicken just about to come off, so I'm well happy.
You guys are all grilling outside. I'm here at the stove top on the inside. I'm jealous.
We're going for a mini heat wave in the UK, so what better excuse to get out and grill?
Absolutely. Yeah, so Hillary, I was just explaining to Hillary here pretty much that Trinidad and Tobago is like pretty much the most southern island in the Caribbean chain, and it's home to the House of Angostura. So every single authentic bottle, once it's authentic Angostura, yeah, like the one you got there, you know, the yellow cap, the oversized label, it comes from the island of Trinidad, because the only factory or distillery for bitters is done in Trinidad.
Right. Okay. And why is that? Is there a special ingredient there, or what makes it happen in Trinidad?
Let me just put it on a.
That's a setup.
That's a.
Did you two plan this?
Let me take a sip of that one. So the thing is that Angostura journey began many years ago, in 1824, pretty much when Dr. Johann Siegert, who was a German physician, who was stationed in the armies of Simon Bolivar in the Venezuelan Revolution, and they were pretty much fighting what they call the Spanish occupation in the region in those earlier years. But he had one main task, and it was to help or create a medicinal ingredient or tincture, if you may say, to help remedy stomach problems. because there were several factors that were pretty much difficult for a lot of the guys there, a lot of the soldiers there. And one of the main factors was the quality of the water. So the quality of the water really and truly affected many of the guys there. So they would add a couple of dashes of Angostura to help remedy any issues that they would have from drinking the water. But also, because of where Venezuela is located, man, it's really far from Europe. So you can imagine those very, very long voyages, very long boat rides into the region. So, so I know you guys have been seasick before. Or probably may have gone jet lag before.
I'm good at sea, you know. I don't get seasick.
I'm kind of fly over it a lot. Tends to be a little bit more than.
But the thing is that Angostura started off as a medicinal ingredient, you know, and the guy that pioneered that movement was Dr. Johann Siegert. But when the good doctor passed away, pretty much in the late 1800s, his 3 sons took the company and took the brand to the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago. Angostura became very, very popular in the early 1900s because it survived what we call the golden age of the cocktail. A lot of classic cocktails do feature Angostura aromatic bitters. The classic champagne cocktail, you can't make an old-fashioned without Angostura. And even a Manhattan calls for Angostura as well. So the 1920s, which was the golden age of the cocktail, not the golden age, but Prohibition, in the 1920s, Prohibition as well helped to transform and position the brand, transcending it into more of what we call the cocktail ingredient.
Okay. Wow.
There was one guy, he was a pharmacist, but he acquired his pharmaceutical license, and he did this to, and his name was Dr. Nelson, and he acquired this pharmaceutical license just so that he can sell Angostura bitters during Prohibition. But then the tiki period came soon after, and guys like Don the Beachcomber and Trader Vic really pioneered that tiki movement, which you would have allowed the brand to become a star ingredient in tiki cocktails, even during the spritzer years. But the thing is, Hillary and Jack, is that Angostura aromatic bitters is the salt and pepper. It's like the salt and pepper that a chef uses in the kitchen. So it's very, very important. So Angostura bitters in the bar is like salt and pepper in the kitchen for a chef. So it's a very, very important ingredient for us. However, the flip side of this is that in Trinidad and a lot of the Caribbean islands in the region, they use or utilizes Angostura in their marinades and to cook with. They even put it in their desserts. So I know you guys are doing something with barbecue today. Are you putting any Angostura in there?
Yeah, I sprinkled a little bit of mine over the jerk chicken before we put it onto the grill. So yeah, it's got all the flavors you associate with jerk chicken, you know, like that sort of cinnamony, like, you know, really sort of aniseedy taste. So yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Oh, wow.
So
I've got mine here, look.
I cooked some earlier, but I've managed to eat it all now. But it's delicious. You can get the Angostura, a dash of Angostura in there for sure.
Wow. Yeah. So usually when we are grilling like different types of proteins, maybe beef, chicken, or even fish, we usually use Angostura. We put a couple dashes of Angostura in your marinades. Even when we are making sauces. So you guys did a barbecue, different types of barbecue meats. What we did pretty much here, Shana is gonna like hold the camera for me there. Let me just turn it around. And what we prepare here pretty much is cassava fries. So cassava, which is also yuca, is also known as yuca. Is a staple here in Trinidad, and it's found pretty much in every vegetable stall, every corner mart. You can find cassava. This is, I just went on screen for a quick bit. This is what the cassava looks like. And then what we do is that we will peel the cassava, remove the skins, we'll put it to boil until it's quite soft. And then we add a little bit of salt in that water. And then we remove that, allow it to drain, and then we will cut it into sticks like these. And then we place those into a fryer.
Okay, nice. Yeah. No, like I think I was chatting with you earlier, and I mentioned that we know cassava from Brazil. It's the flour that they put in farofa, which you have with your steak down there. It's magic.
Yeah. Cassava flour. We even use cassava in a cereal here called farine. My grandmom and my granddad, they used to produce farine and sell. So they will grate the cassava, squeeze out the juice, all the starch, and ground it into a flour, and then they will then toast it to make an amazing cereal that we will enjoy with milk. But these things are then deep fried, and then we'll put. I add some salt, a little bit of pepper, and it's that simple. And here you have your cassava fries. But the dip that we made today, where Shanna was able to bring some tamarind right here. And tamarind is a fruit that grows pretty much in the tropics. I know it's available as well in Asia. And tamarind is peeled. Is then the seeds are removed. And what we do is that we add some brown sugar, a little bit of water, some garlic, some chopped garlic, a little bit of salt, some pepper, and this here is some cilantro. All right, cilantro, coriander, and I'm just gonna put a little bit. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. All right, a little bit of coriander, and I'm gonna put my Angostura. So I'm gonna add half ounces of Angostura orange bitters.
How many varieties of bitters are there that Angostura produce?
So right now we have 3 different varieties. Angostura aromatic, which is like the original bitters.
Yep.
This one is bad boy right here. Angostura orange, which was launched pretty much in 2007. The House of Angostura are a very, very traditional company. So we never really stepped outside of that category. For a very, very long time. It took us almost 145 years before we came up with an extension. And we saw the importance of orange bitters because it's the heart and soul of a classic gin of vodka martini. It's a very, very important ingredient in martinis, for all the martini lovers out there. And only, what, that was last year?
Yeah.
Late last year, 2019, Angostura, the House of Angostura launched an extension in its range of flavors, and we launched Angostura Cocoa Bitters. And Angostura Cocoa Bitters is made from Trinitario cocoa, which is somewhat indigenous and to Trinidad. It was originated here in Trinidad. It's a special variety of cocoa that gives you a special and very unique flavor that is very, very known here in Trinidad. And cocoa is very much part of our DNA because my grandmom and they would prepare a lot of dishes like teas and different types of porridges using cocoa. So what I did was add some Angostura orange bitters, and now I'm adding some Angostura aromatic bitters. So just about half ounce of aromatic, quarter ounce of orange.
Okay.
To my sauce. I'm gonna then mix that up, give that a quick little mix.
Oh, sure, it smells good.
I have Shanna's approval in respect to aroma. Let's have the taste test.
And is this a sauce that you've created, or is this a traditional sort of sauce there?
This is, we actually created this one.
Okay.
We got the fresh tamarind, remove the shells, we deseed the tamarind, we add a little bit of water to that, put it on the stove, put it to a boil, you add some sugar, You turn it off as it comes to a boil. You want to stir that until it's nicely, it's very, very nice and smooth. And then you set it aside, and that is when you start to season more or less your tamarind. So a little bit of chopped garlic, a little bit of cilantro or shadow benny, which is used a lot here in Trinidad. We love that flavor. Garlic, and we cannot forget our Angostura. A combination of Angostura aromatic and Angostura orange bitters. Half ounce of aromatic, quarter ounce of orange. We give it that nice stir. I give it that taste of approval. And here we have it right here. We have our dip.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, I don't think it's right for me to be having this and not have Shana take a dip. Shana, you wanna grab a...
I'm dipping, guys.
Let's turn back our cameras.
Okay, so
Let me see if I can flip this camera right
Wait.
here.
Wave it at the camera.
All
All
right.
right. Just flip back the camera.
This is making me really hungry for my jerk chicken.
Oh, all right. I think they look really, really good.
Yeah.
I think I might have to give that a go on the weekend with some of our other chicken. Jack.
Oh yeah.
Approved, guys.
Wow.
Oh.
Guys, there's some...
Cheers.
I'll be honest. There's some spiciness. There's a spicy bite. There's a spicy bite to the tamarind sauce.
Okay,
This is
okay.
because I added some local, freshly made pepper.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
and we are
bet
fortunate
that's
also to
amazing.
have like the second hottest pepper in the world, the Maruga scorpion.
the what?
yeah.
the Maruga scorpion.
The Maruga
Okay.
scorpion pepper.
That sounds a bit dangerous.
It feels like a sort of breed of snake or something. You know?
Yeah.
Trust me, extremely hot. But unlike Angostura, extremely flavorful. And what is really nice about the bitters is that Angostura aromatic bitters is that for cocktails, it does two things. It adds flavor to your cocktails and drinks, but it also complements the flavors that are already in that cocktail. So if you have a flavor like a citrus flavor, it will help not to tone down the acidity, but to create that balance between the flavors that pretty much brings this cocktail together. So it adds flavor as well as enhance the flavors that are present. And that's the thing with a lot of bitter brands is that they will have one primary function, which is to add flavor. Angostura does too. But there's a lot of cooking, a lot of pastry chefs, they tend to use Angostura in the kitchen as well to aid in helping prepare their dishes and prepare their meals.
Nice,
So Hillary,
nice, okay.
so tell me something. Yeah. So what do you have on the grill, and what Jack, what do you have on the grill?
You've gone quiet, Jack.
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
There we go. I just I did jerk chicken, but I used a little bit of this just to pour over it when it was cooking, and then I did a little bit of Rye and Nephew flambe just to like give the skin a little crisp. So yeah, I'm looking forward to eating that. It's gonna be amazing. Wow. Hillary's gonna. Oh, look at that.
And that's the other thing. Angostura aromatic bitters is quite flammable because it contains 44.7% ABV.
Yeah,
Really
that's
strong,
something
huh?
we just sort of.
Yeah.
We just saw that.
If
Yeah.
you're barbecuing and you like the flair.
Well, I've mixed it here with a bit of Ray and Nephew.
Oh, okay.
OP stuff.
Some fire water.
Yeah. I'll just get this in here.
Clean your hands with it.
That's bitters.
Look at that.
That's the Angostura.
Beautiful.
Well,
Wow. That'll be really nice. I'm going to make another one of those cocktails that Carl was telling us about a minute ago. So, but yeah, I think you're going to make a cocktail for us now, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So Shana is whipping up a Queen's Park Swizzle, and let me just flip this around. So the
Well,
thing is that
Queen's Park
Queen's
as
Park
well.
Swizzle is like our national drink here in Trinidad, and it's a classic cocktail that was created in the early 1900s at a very famous hotel. So let me let Shana pretty much take you through that.
Okay, well, we got two questions then. Two questions, Shana. Number one, I saw a swizzle stick the other day. You got to tell us about those. I thought they were just some sort of, plastic thing you buy at the shop, but they're not. Tell us about your swizzle stick.
Yeah, so these are an actual branch of a tree, and these trees are grown right here in Trinidad as well as several islands in the Caribbean. It's called a Crobia turbinata. It's a scientific name, but we just know it as a swizzle stick tree. And the thing is that, guys, back then, the guys who worked on these plantations, they weren't as fortunate to acquire, the silverware and cutlery and spoons and utensils for preparing their food. So they will just go to the back of the plantation and cut a branch of a sassafras or allspice tree, and they will use this to aid in preparing their food. Now, the thing is that the Queen's Park Swizzle is prepared using this amazing tool, but there's also a dish in Trinidad, and I use a lot of Angostura in my callaloo as well. It's called callaloo, and callaloo it's a very unique dish. It's spinach reduced in it's spinach that has been reduced in coconut milk, pretty much. So it's spinach that has been reduced in coconut milk. We call it callaloo. But to create that paste, you need a swizzle stick to make. And if I may take you in my
amazing.
Yeah, there's another big one right here.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you, I'm afraid. But that recipe looks amazing. I'm gonna have to give that a try. Thank you for having me, and I'll leave you in Hillary's capable hands.
Yeah, absolutely, Jack. Hope to see you soon, my friend.
Definitely, yeah, and I'm gonna definitely make some more cocktails and recipes with this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.
So you take care and send you love from Trinidad and the House of Angostura. Cheers, man.
See you later. Take care, yeah?
Yeah. So, Shana.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Shana, all right.
Yeah.
It's just me now.
So let's so Shana, so please take us through.
So Hillary, the Queen's Park Swizzle is actually our national drink of Trinidad and Tobago. QPS, Queen's Park Swizzle. So very simple ingredients. First of all, you need a really good rum. So I'm using Angostura 7-year rum. It's my go-to rum. You need a lot of Angostura aromatic bitters, freshly squeezed lime juice, simple syrup, as we call it in Trinidad, demerara syrup, using a brown sugar, and Ray picked some fresh, nice mint from his garden this morning. Mint leaves.
What's this stuff? What's this one called? Sorry?
Mint leaves.
Mint. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yes. Really nice minty flavors. So we're going to get started with our cocktail.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a few leaves of mint. We're going to have some mint leaves. And what we're going to do is slap these mint leaves to release those nice oils. Right? So about 8 to 10 mint leaves. Beautiful. A nice great slap to release all those nice oils into our glass. Fresh lime juice, just about 1 ounce. Beautiful. And our syrup, equal parts, 1 ounce. And now we're going to add some crushed ice. This drink is absolutely beautiful for our nice summer weather because it's pretty hot outside. Lovely. 2 ounces of Angostura 7-year rum.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Very delicious rum. And we're going to give it a nice, great swizzle. Now, when swizzling, don't be afraid. You could put a little motion into it. Marry all those nice notes together.
I think you've done that before.
Yeah. So now we're going to start with our bitters. So about 6 to 8 dashes, big dashes. What we're going to do is create a really nice crown with our bitters. See that lining?
Yep, yep.
And topping off with a little more ice.
Wow.
Beautiful. And a lovely big sprig of mint. Giving it a little slap.
Okay, I always wondered why they did that. There you go. Now I know. It releases the flavour.
Yeah.
And here you have your drink for your barbecue, your Queen's Park Swizzle. It works. It will pair wonderful, guys.
Oh my gosh!
Queen's Park
Wow.
Swizzle.
Well,
Shall,
that
is that for me? Is that for me or?
I think yes, it's to you. You can have it.
I think I'm gonna do the taste test here on the Queen's Park.
How did it go? How was it?
Let me just dive into that a bit.
Wow, it's a beauty.
So colourful. It's lovely. It's wonderful colour.
Damn.
Ooh. Well,
I know. I would have drank these probably like a million times. So I'm pretty much known to the flavor. Shana did a really, really great job creating this. But the thing is that with the Queen's Park Swizzle, for anyone who has never been to Trinidad, the idea is the Queen's Park Swizzle is a cocktail that usually takes you there. Not on your first sip, but on your second. When you close your eyes and picture yourself laying on Maracas Beach. And to the back, you have Hillary and the lads all preparing some barbecue. Just preparing ourselves to have some rum later in the day. So.
Oh, well, that's absolutely magic, mate. That's absolutely magic. That's you've just conjured up such a wonderful picture in my mind, mate. Well, on that note, we might have to leave it with you. I've got a little bit of pineapple here, and I'm going to do some chicken on there as well. Put some more bitters on my jerk chicken here at going, and then have another cocktail, and then I'm going to try the cassava fries on the weekend actually. So see how they go, because I've got some more chicken for then. So I've got some turkey for then actually.
Turkey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Barbecue turkey.
Turkey wings.
Wow.
So that's going to be a bit of fun. I'll try it with the Angostura.
Yeah, you should. You should try maybe do a nice dip, a nice glaze with honey. So what I usually do is that I will do some running honey, and I will add my Angostura aromatic bitters to the running honey, but I will combine it with some Angostura cocoa as well. All right. If you don't have the Angostura cocoa bitters, the Angostura aromatic is fine.
Okay.
And I will glaze pretty much the entire turkey wing, or the wings, before I place it onto the grill. Or usually 5 minutes before it's ready to be removed off the grill, I will then hit that glaze and then put it back on the grill.
Ah, perfect.
You get this really nice flavor of mango and sweet honey with that smokiness from the, oh my gosh, my mouth is watering. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. You've inspired us, and thank you for all of the information and the history on Angostura. I thought it was just a simple thing, but it's actually quite an amazing little concoction you've got going there, mate. Man, thank you so much for having us as well. And to all your viewers, I mean, all the supporters and followers, all your fans out there, we're sending you some love from the beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, as well as from the House of Angostura, and for everyone here in Trinidad as well. Stay safe. Thank you for joining us as well, and definitely we're gonna chat again soon.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. Thank you very much, and thank you very much, and Shana as well. Thank you too, and let's catch you again soon. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, my friend. Cheers.
And don't forget to hit the little cross.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes.
See you later, guys.
Okay, Hillary, bye, man.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So we just had Hillary and the lads and the guys from BBQ lads, featuring Angostura Bitters. Thank you so much for everyone who stayed on, who stayed locked on, and for those who passed through. Sending you guys some love from the House of Angostura, from Angostura Aromatic Bitters, and everyone here in Trinidad and Tobago, our Angostura team. Love you guys. See my smiley face, smiley t-shirt. I'm happy, guys. I have cocktails. Even my t-shirt is smiling. I have cocktails. I have cassava fries. I'm good for the afternoon. So see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
You didn't correct it then, and then you'll get it.